Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It's Friday and I'm about an hour behind myself. My plan was to get up at 9 o'clock, go for a run, come home, have a shower, take Brendan to my parents because he's doing more jobs for them, and then come home and do various things. Well, in the night, every time I woke up, my vision was doing that weird scrolling thing. It's got a funny name, nystagmus or something, and it scrolls. And it always scrolls to the right, and it's very annoying. Which means when you need to go to the toilet in the night and you walk out the door, you kind of ricochet off walls. It's a bit like the room spinning if you've had too much booze. So, yes, let me just adjust this because I noticed the light is doing something weird. It's because that's behind me. I know, terrible YouTubing here, sorry. So, yes. So, and then when I woke up this evening, it was still, this morning, it was still doing it. And it's taken about 45 minutes for me to feel reasonably with it. I still feel very like my eyes are moving slightly. But I'm going to go for a run. But I'm not going to obviously drive my van anywhere. So my dad's going to come and pick Brendan up and take him back to theirs to go do some bits. I do need to get dressed into my very non-runny running attire. And yeah, go and do that. And then I think I'll have a bath and a cup of tea. I think that might be a good idea. And we'll see what my eyes are doing. Hopefully they'll have stopped doing this annoying thing, because it's very annoying. Well, I got dressed and I'm up. Shoes. Oh, shoes. It was quite sunny out there earlier on. Now it looks like it might rain, so I might get soggy. I'm sure that doesn't matter. Run in the rain. Cool me off, won't it? Brendan's just putting dishes away, and then my dad's going to come and pick him up. I think I might have already said that. I don't know. Brain is not functioning today. Right. Let's go. Well, I've just done about a 2.5 mile run. It was 2.5 miles, and I got back before the real heavy rain, but I did get very wet. Look at that. That's the leftover from the big heavy torrential downpour we have literally just had. My dad has come to get Brendan, so when I got back from the run, my dad was here and they were just having a cup of tea. So Brendan made a cup of tea for me. Let's pop you there. Just there. There we go. Woo! Oh my goodness, will you stay still? Sit! Yeah, so I just had a really lovely chat with my dad. We were talking about all sorts of things, but then we were also chatting about the rat situation. I said that we've left the loft hatch open and I'm going up and down it and what have you. And I've actually ordered last night 15 packs of loft boarding and the screws to put it all in, which should be arriving tomorrow from Wix. And Sunday, my plan of action, all going to plan, is to start in one corner and start completely properly boarding out the loft, which hopefully might deter the rats a bit and making it more usable. So boarding out all of that bit, and then I might even go so far as to board out the top as well and insulate the top, and just use it as a storage space that we can get to easier, maybe, because having it as part of the house a bit more seems to have sort of reduced the amount of rat activity. It's still happening, but it's made a huge difference. So I think if they feel like we're up there a lot and, you know, we're using that space a bit more, they might leave us alone a bit. I don't know. Because I don't use running gear, as I said to you, I'm not buying running gear, and I'm just running in like a t-shirt, a hoodie and baggy trousers, not even tracksuit bottoms. I don't think people think I'm running. So Evan's dad, Evan, who I used to look after, Evan and Lucy. So their dad pulled up at the side of the road for me down the road that I run. And he was like, "Are you all right?" Pulled the window down. "Are you all right?" Because I was doing my like 5-minute cool down walk at the end of my run. He was like, "Are you okay? Have you broken down?" I was like, "No, I'm just cooling down from a run." I said, "Thank you for stopping though and checking on me," which was very sweet of him. But yes, I'm like, no, this bedraggled drown rat is actually out for a run. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm going to go and put the wildlife camera in the loft, just on that side of the loft, out of curiosity to see if I do see the rats moving around, before I get in the bath, because I'm going to get grubby. And then I think this afternoon I'm actually going to go up there on this side rather than scrambling around in the mucky side, and just go through things like the boys' old art projects and bits like that. I think I said last night actually, just start going through some of the stuff, binning stuff that we really don't need, putting some stuff aside to take to a charity shop that we don't need, and then using the storage boxes that are up, because we've got so many empty storage boxes up there, using the storage boxes to actually store things that we do want to keep and use, or, you know, sentimental stuff. So that is my plan. I'll do that. Right, I'm going to make another cup of tea and then go get in the bathtub. Time to take the recycling out, I think. Oh no! You'll die if you stay in there. Let me save you. Let me save you. There you go, Toad. Yeah, I think I need to empty that bucket. Where do you want to go? Oh, I'm glad I saw you. You would have drowned. You poor thing. Right, do you want to go under here? And I'll just empty that out. There you go. Oops. There you go. You live there for a minute. Empty this because that's dangerous. I usually empty that at night and I forgot. There you go, little man. Cute little toad. There's a log pile house there you can live in if you like. There's lots of bugs. Before I go up for my bath and get comfy, I am going to do a few of these jobs. Like, I'm going to run the Hoover over and I'm going to fold up these clothes. Get that job done. And you can absolutely see why I straighten my hair. Because if I didn't, this is what happens when it gets wet. Look, just look at that. This is why I straighten it, and it's why I don't like getting wet. Because the minute I get wet, this occurs. Right, these are all the boys' clothes. So I've been thinking, so my van videos do really, really well, obviously. They appeal to all the van life people and what have you. And not that I do YouTube for the views. I mean, you know, I love the interaction and what have you. But Lee and I were talking, and there are vlog channels out there that get like, I don't know, 400 views a video. I mean, not huge channels, obviously, but they have either the same subs as me or less subs than me and get a lot more views on their vlogs. And Lee said, when I watch them, they all kind of do the same thing day in, day out. And I was like, yeah, but I like that. And that's what people like to see, actually. It's real life, isn't it? And he was, because it doesn't appeal to him, you know. So I said, but that's my life, you know, with the kids. We do different activities and stuff, but it's day in, day out. It's the same thing, isn't it? But I wonder if I can try and spend more time chatting to the camera on my non-child days, on the days I'm not working, because I always worry I'm talking too much to the camera, so I cut out a lot of my waffle. But maybe people want to see that, because the parents enjoy seeing what the kids get up to, and people have said, oh, you know, it's nice to see the kids doing stuff. But if they're not your kids, it's not really a huge interest to you, is it? Really? Speaking of which, not my kids. Little pair of trousers. I was putting a load on and he'd got them wet, so I washed them. Yeah. So I don't tend to, like I said, I don't tend to talk to the camera very much because I think I might be boring you all and you don't want to hear my waffle. But maybe at the weekend and the days when I don't have, like Monday and Friday, so Monday when I only have kids either end of the day and don't have them during the day, I should make more of an effort to vlog just my general day rather than just letting my general day go by, and talk to you about stuff. Even if it's just what I'm doing. I am folding laundry. You know, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Do you think it would appeal to you as a bit of an experiment? And then just key those to people as more just day in the life type things. Because really, during the week, those videos that I do with the little ones and stuff, that's for the parents of the kids that I look after. That's so they can see what the kids get up to, and, you know, they get a lot of enjoyment out of that. But the rest of the week, I could change it slightly and gear it to this sort of thing, chatting while I do things and filming more of the little bits I do, like the making of the tea and, you know, just bits, dealing with this mess. What do you think? I don't know. Opinions please, people. Right, let's put this up in the loft. So I need to put it on that one, I believe. And then, hopefully, yeah, it does a countdown and then it turns it off. Okay. Whoops. Let's go and put it up in the loft. This is so nice. Nice bath in the middle of the day. Well, that was a very delightful bath indeed. Now I need to sort my hair out. Far more myself now, far more human. Right. 2 things from Amazon. I know what's in both of them, but I'm going to show you. I don't know if you'll find them as terribly exciting as I will. But I bought them, so they're bound to be exciting. Right, well, for me anyway. Do you want to see what's so exciting? Batteries! I know it's not exciting, but it will be exciting when I put them in these. So I got these out of the loft with the Halloween stuff, and the batteries were in there and had gone a bit yucky. So, don't want to lose a screw out of that. I believe they take 3, if I remember right. Some of them had popped, so yeah, not good. Right, I'm assuming they go in that way round. It's a bit hit and miss. Right, let's put the lid on. Might have to give that a jiggle about if it doesn't work properly. So I've got 2 of those. These, I think, were just from the pound shop a few years back. There we go. Changes colour. 2 ghosties. Oh, look, they're on the same cycle. Same colour. Spooky. Now, this is along a similar theme. Probably slightly more exciting for you to see me unboxing than batteries. There we go. LED skeleton string lights. They are battery operated, which is good because it means I can then put them in the gazebo and I don't have to worry about cables or, you know, extension cords or anything like that. Off the top of my head, I think they were £11 something. I don't know. I'll put the price here and I'll put a link to them in my description below. It will be an affiliated link. I don't think I've ever made any money on affiliates, so, you know, but I put the things there just in case when I remember. I'm not very good at remembering, which is probably why I don't make any money on it. Right, that's the end of my unboxing. You're welcome. Let's go hang these up, shall we? I just noticed this little guy's lost his mouth. So I've got a Sharpie and I'm going to very roughly try and draw it on a bit. I think these are made of like a felty, foamy thing, so it's not going to be as good because of the way this is made. But it's better than nothing. Just colour it in a little bit. Okay, there we are. You can smile again. Woo. So I'm up in the loft, this big old mess, and I think I'm going to start with all the bits under here. So I think that's a lot of stuff that's been there for many years. A lot of it is probably the boys' old school stuff, and if I use one of these empty storage boxes up here and go through it, I've got flat bin bags for stuff that we don't need to keep, and then go through it, I guess. Righty-ho. What have we got? Do you know what? It smells up here really funky, which I know it does because there's rat poo and stuff, but last couple of days the smell has changed and it's actually worse. I don't know if they're weeing a lot to try and, I don't know, weeing a lot to try and get rid of me, like I'm trying to get rid of them. Mum's Family Desk Planner, 2009 to 2010. Yeah, I don't think I need any of that. Oh, that, however, looks interesting. 1881 British birth census. That's got my nan's side of the family on it, the Cheslets, and something that my nan's written. Keep that. Best not bin that, had I? That's got family info. I need a box just for family info, don't I, really? What's this one? Right. I have a box for family info. What is this? Today's session. Speech and language therapy for Brendan. School visit. Brendan was very cooperative in today's session. I have been able to complete a language assessment which indicates that Brendan's core language skills are within normal limits, but his functional use of language is impaired. I will liaise with autism outreach teachers and complete the survey profile with school on my next visit. I'll put that in one of his folders. It's always interesting to read back about the things that went on back in the day. Oh, but that'll be, yeah, some more info. Brendan's personal boxes are ridiculously huge. He's got folders and folders and folders of stuff. Let me just move you a bit more that way. He does have folders and folders and folders and folders of stuff. He really does. Oh, who made that? That's cute. Kenzie made that. It's a shield with a teddy bear on it. A bear catching fish by the look of it. Very cute. Got to keep that. Right. Brendan's writing book from school. See, I quite like keeping their English stuff because there's a bit of interest in English, isn't there? Like, you know, they put their own, it's not like maths where you answer a question, or science where you answer a question. Like English, you're creating, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. You're creative. Record of achievement for Brendan. Right, I need to keep that, don't I? Right, Brendan is going to have loads of stuff because he was in sort of not special school, but you know, special education thing. Kenzie's Christmas thing. I'm watching. Merry Christmas. Is that one of his better things? That'll be Kenzie's Pokemon. I'll keep that. I'm not sure I need to keep that Christmas thing. This is Lee's old wedding album from his first marriage. Now, when we met, he was like, I'll just bin that. And I was like, no, you know, it was part of your life back then. Don't bin it. You might regret it. I don't think he would regret it, to be fair. But I was like, don't, you know, it's part of your history. Don't bin it. You might want to look at it at some point. Anyway, I've just had a look through it. There's about 2 photos of him smiling in the entire album. He looks like a man taken to the slaughter. That's what he looks like. He's like, look at the whole thing. I don't think I'd have been very happy if that was my wedding album and my other, well, you know, they're very different from our wedding photos, I can tell you. He's actually smiling in ours and actually looks happy to be with me. It's a funny old thing, the past, isn't it? Oh, right. This was Kenzie's ant work. We'll put that in. We did that on a home ed thing. It was a day off that we had, much to the teacher's disgust. But we were having the day off because he was protesting against SATs. There was kids were taking the day off school to say that SATs were ridiculous. SATs, if you don't know, in the UK, SATs are a thing that kids have to do. It means nothing for the kids. It's basically for the school league tables, and it puts a whole load of pressure on these kids and the teachers, but it means nothing, and it's in primary school, and it's just ridiculous. And the teachers at primary school say, or at our primary school, are like, you know, we don't care. They try and make it fun for them. They make them cake and they make them look like tea and hot chocolates and stuff, and give them special things to make the day a bit more exciting, even though, you know, they've got to do these rubbish exams. But still, it's putting pressure on them, and lots of kids get really stressed about it. And it's like, you know what, we don't need it when they're so young. And so Kenzie decided he was going to do a SATs. He was going to be part of the SATs, what's it called? You know, like a protest. And so he went on strike and he didn't go to school for the day. And we did stuff at home together. Yeah, his teachers weren't very happy about it, but I said he was entitled to express his beliefs and what have you. And that I was encouraging him to what's the word? Somebody help me. To fight for what he believed, you know, for his rights, for the rights of his peers and what have you, in a peaceful way. So he did. And I had a few parents who were a bit kind of like, oh, I heard about your little one-man army. My little one-man army. Yeah, okay. Well, it was part of a national thing, actually. Yes. So, anyway, I'll crack back on with this again. Ugh. Smell up there is making me feel quite ill. So I think I'm going to put the last bits in boxes with lids on. I've got various bits of rubbish down there and rubbish up there to get rid of, a box for the recycling bin and a bin bag. So, you know, a couple of bags is a couple of bags of stuff that won't be in there anymore. So it's an improvement and it's a bit more organised. I found some of the boys' stuff, got rid of stuff that I didn't need to keep, and put some of their stuff in individual boxes. You know, some of their special things, their drawings and their stories and that kind of thing. Right, well, that's not bad for a couple of, well, what, an hour's work up there. That's stuff that is no longer going to be in there, so that's good. It suddenly occurred to me that I hadn't actually eaten a meal today. I've had fruit and a bit of cheese and that was it really. So, oh, a little bit of gluten-free Christmas cake. So I'm going to eat before I go and see my friend, because that might be why I'm feeling sick. Dinner for the boys today are sausages. I think they might be Cumberland, I'm not entirely sure. Some Yorkshire puddings and some fresh veg. All ready for them to come and eat. I had a lovely cup of tea with my friend. Didn't vlog any of it, obviously, because we were having our just nice time together. I'm going to babysit for her tomorrow, so she gets a night out. This is my friend whose marriage broke down, and she's been having a bit of a rough time. But she looked a lot perkier today. I'm really pleased. She's definitely seems to have turned a corner, and seems a lot happier. So, I think that's it really. How did you like the waffly vlog? How did you feel about that? Feedback, please, people, that would be great. And I'll try and do the same thing tomorrow, just more of sort of what I get up to, and yeah, just hopefully you'll find it interesting. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow.